When you think about dropping off USPS packages, it's important to really think about the location, that's for sure. But you also need to think about the timing. So in today's conversation, I want to talk to you about that. I want to talk about timing. I want to talk about location, but most importantly, I want you to really have a vision when using USPS overall for your shipping purposes. Okay, so here is a synopsis I want you to think about. First of all, if you are looking for a U.S. shipping store or a post office nearby, it's important to really pay attention to location nearby for sure, but also the kind of package you are thinking about dropping off. Okay, so the thing is, you can drop off your USPS shipment at one of the over 34,000 post office locations within the United States. So 34,000. So you can see that from a geographical coverage, basically USPS really wins like big time. And alternatively, you can drop off your USPS shipment at one of over 139,000 blue USPS package drop-off boxes across the US. I'll go in more detail, but I wanted to give you like an idea of what it's all about and also how to actually save money, right? It's all about reducing your shipping costs down the road so you have a clear idea how to really navigate the whole process. So any stamped mail weighing over 13 ounces is unable to be dropped off at a blue USPS drop box. Just be aware of that. And one thing for sure, if you can actually put a flat rate box in a USPS drop box, you can't do it. I mean, a couple of years ago you could do it, but a few like 2 or 3 years ago, USPS actually changed their policies. So going forward, you cannot actually put a flat rate box in a USPS drop box. So nothing that weighs over 13 ounces can be shipped from a USPS drop box, and the box itself is too heavy, nor would it fit in the aperture at the top. So something to really think about. But the thing is that if you want to actually have a full guide to USPS package drop off for both domestic, and I want to insist on that, and international shipping, I want you to really listen for the next 10 to 15 minutes because I'll be going more granular and kind of showing you ways you can actually save money, not only in the short run, but also in the long run. So when you think about dropping off USPS packages, it's important to understand that the timing, the time of the day, or also the day of the week, plays an important role. So basically, USPS doesn't accept packages on Sunday. You can drop items in mail collection boxes on Sundays for a Monday pickup, assuming that they're not oversized. And if Monday happens to be a holiday, then you have to wait for the next working day. That will be Tuesday or Wednesday. So be aware of that in terms of chronology so that you can actually save money. Because otherwise, why would you actually waste your time and putting something in a Dropbox on the weekend, on Sunday for that matter, and not having it picked up like 2 or 3 days afterwards, okay? And the thing is that there is a pretty interesting development in terms of a relationship that USPS has cultivated with Walgreens, Staples, or even Walmart. Okay, so retailers like Walgreens, Staples, and Walmart's do accept USPS package drop-offs, assuming that there is a FedEx counter inside. So it's important to really check out your local search results to determine if these services are available at your local retailers because retailers actually, the reason why they do it for them is actually a great source of traffic, especially when it comes to foot traffic. Okay, and that's why they accept it. I mean, Walgreens, Walmart, Staples, they love the fact that people come to their stores to make sure that maybe they come for a package drop off, but also they can buy something. But overall, when you think about USPS drop boxes, those are really safe. Don't let people actually sort of convince you they're not. They are safe. And a UPS drop box is more secure. Okay, it's actually more secure than other boxes in the industry. And it's also more secure to drop off packages at USPS or schedule a pickup. And thieves have been known to break into blue boxes, though this is really rare, okay? Because the box itself has been built in a sturdy manner and can really resist all kinds of assaults. So something to really think about. So long story short, you can be safe if you're trying to drop off USPS packages. Be comfortable that whatever you're located, your package will be picked up by USPS staff. So when you think about USPS package drop-off locations, you actually have two options. Okay, so you have the U.S. Post Office, and then you also have the international services. Sorry, you have the U.S. Post Office, then you have the USPS mailboxes. Those are sometimes called mail, like they're called blue boxes. So I want to first talk about the U.S. Post Office. So as I said a little earlier, there are over 34 to 35,000 post office locations within the United States, and packages with the shipping labels attached can be left at USPS package drop-off locations without waiting in line for the service kiosk. That's kind of cool, especially if you are in a rush, right? You can really get things done a lot faster. So if you need a shipping label for your USPS drop-off package, your local postal service location is really an ideal spot to buy a label for your best shipping solution for you, including you have for domestic services, you have Priority Mail Express flat rate. So that's kind of cool. You have Priority Mail flat rate, Priority Mail. You have regional rate boxes. You have First Class Mail. You have Parcel Select. You have USPS Retail Ground, and you have Media Mail. So Media Mail actually is a great service if you are trying to really sell, let's say, audio or video educational content. So that's for domestic services. What about international services? For international services, you have Global Express Guaranteed, Priority Mail Express International. You have Priority Mail Express International Flat Rate, so that's kind of cool. You have Priority Mail International. You have Priority Mail International Flat Rate. So flat rate is kind of cool because it gives you a nice balance of affordability and efficiency. You also have First Class Mail International, and you also have International Priority Air Mail. Now, how do you find U.S. Post Office locations? Well, you can find a nearby post office for a USPS drop-off by clicking the Locations tab on the USPS website. On the Location tab, choose Post Offices. You want to enter in your city and zip code, your city and state, of course, and choose your radius between 1 to 100 miles. Okay. You'll also be able to see operating hours and parking available for all results. So that's really cool. Next, so besides US Post Office, you have USPS mailboxes or blue boxes. So also known as collection boxes, you can find over 130,000 to 140,000 USPS package drop-off boxes around the US. And so the cool thing is typically these are blue standalone units on street corners, but collection boxes can also be wall-mounted drop-offs and designated mail chutes within a UPS building. So it really depends on the geography and how the whole mailbox is actually set up. Okay. Now, how do you find a USPS mailbox near you? Well, to find the nearest USPS mailbox, visit the the USPS website, and you want to click on the Quick Tools tab in the top menu. Then click on Find USPS Locations. You want to enter your city and state or zip code, then select your radius again here, 1 to 100 miles. So the process is kind of similar to actually when it comes to finding the locations, okay? And what will happen here is that you will be shown the address of all USPS package drop-off boxes in your specified area, plus the daily collection times, okay? Now, one thing for sure, when you actually are thinking about dropping off packages, never drop off at USPS distribution centers because the distribution centers are different because USPS distribution centers, or they're sometimes called network distribution centers, they are where parcels are sorted for shipment. So once mail and parcels are processed there, they are sent to, let's say, sectional center facilities, which are located in designated regional areas. And these facilities continue to route mail to local post offices and their final destinations. So, and these facilities are not open to the public, nor are they retail USPS pickup locations. This means what? It means that you typically cannot use these centers for a USPS package drop-off. So be very careful there when thinking about your locations. But one thing for sure, you always have the option to go to use the USPS.com website or to use the app to find your nearest drop-off location. That way, you know you are actually dropping stuff. you're dropping stuff off at the designated location. So that's kind of important. So when you think about work and you drop off USPS packages, I really want to talk about the content of USPS Dropbox. In other words, what fits inside a blue USPS Dropbox. The thing is that while you can just buy stamps and cram items of many sizes in a blue box, the post office will not ship everything they find inside. So don't think simply because you are able to put it inside, they are going to process it for you. No, they have regulations, they have rules, they have a certain protocol they actually follow. And the USPS, remember that the USPS is an arm of the federal government, so they actually go through what Congress has mandated them to do. So a few restrictions apply to what can be dropped off for delivery in a USPS mailbox. So the following, and we're going to put this on the screen, the following cannot be left in a US postal mailbox. So you have any stamped mail weighing over 13 ounces, international mail with customs declarations that were not submitted online, and also international mail requiring a customs declaration that bears postage stamps. So you have the possibility to actually correct things before you put them there. Okay. Now the thing is, if you leave any of the above, the three items, the three category of items in a USPS drop-off mailbox, they will be returned to you. So it's better to drop these items off at any USPS retail counter. And one thing for sure, 13 ounces is less than a pound, meaning that most packages for e-commerce will need to be dropped off at the post office or be arranged for pickup at your business location. The reason why USPS has this regulations is because they want to make sure that shippers and senders, for that matter, have a certain like they follow protocol, they follow a certain certain procedure in terms of declaration, in terms of customs compliance, in terms of regulatory compliance in general. Okay, and this is important. So you always want to make sure that you have either you go through your local USPS office, you go through the app, or you go through the website to find the local regulations there before dropping off anything. So when you think about work and you drop off USPS packages, it's important to really think about the timing when it comes to the emptying of USPS drop boxes. Now, every active USPS blue box is emptied daily. It happens every 24 hours. Every 24 hours, okay? A USPS employee must scan the barcode inside the USPS drop-off location to confirm this pickup no later than 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. So weekends and holidays are not included. So Saturday collections vary depending on the average volume of parcels in that specific drop box. So geography plays an important role. So if you are, let's say, in an area in New York, for instance, versus you are somewhere in Delaware, you have a difference of foot traffic, you have a difference in terms of mail being dropped off. So it's important to really have that in mind, especially if you are going to go through, like if you are going to choose a specific USPS drop off, at least you have a clear idea that the collection is happening daily. And sometimes you can even have you can have a collection more than once a day. Actually, you can have one in the morning, let's say around 9 a.m. And then in the afternoon, you can have around 3 or 4 p.m. So everything depends on how busy that specific location is. And the USPS has to pay attention to the history of that geography and the amount of mail that's been collected to actually allocate a staff member to the collection, to the emptying process. Okay. One thing you have to really always ask yourself is that it's all about making sure whether or not you are better off by dropping stuff at the USPS drop box or just going to the postal office and have a conversation with the staff member. That way you can have all questions answered, and also maybe making sure that you are picking up new insights, new tips from the USPS staff, because chances are you might actually be better off the more you know about how USPS functions, not only logistically but also in terms of shipping, but also receiving. So that's an important element to think about. So when you think about actually dropping off USPS packages, you want to really think about simplification also. So in terms of how do you simplify USPS drop-offs, you have to really think about the chronology. Timing plays an important role. Okay, so it's actually a real pain to spend time waiting in line at the post office, then have to mess around with extra packaging or forms, right? So if you want to speed up, if you want to speed through your next USPS drop-off, you have to really do a few things. And there are three most important things if you want to really save time and money and also frustration. You want to buy postage and complete customs forms online. You want to create a USPS manifest for multiple shipments, and you want to schedule a pickup. So let me really break it down for you. So basically, when you think about buying a postage and complete customs forms online, most forms and purchases you would make at the post office itself can be done on USPS.com. So doing so really saves you a lot of time, saves them also a lot of time and money. So it also ensures that all shipping labels are properly formatted, which is especially important for cross-border shipments. So you can sign up for, you really sign up for an account at USPS so that you can really get things done seamlessly from your dashboard. Also, you can create a USPS manifest for multiple shipments. So a shipping manifest contains a barcode that allows USPS to process several packages at once, and this helps you save time on shipping if you are a high volume shipper. You can also generate all USPS manifests automatically with your shipping partner, for instance. That's a possibility to really think about. And also, you can schedule a pickup. So if you are, let's say, if you are short on time, if you're short on time for a package drop off, you can actually schedule a package pickups, and this actually has to fit your schedule. It's better because you have more control over the process. When you actually schedule a package pickup, you have more control of the process. You can choose the time, you can choose the location, you can choose the shipping, everything. Okay, so you can schedule US pickups at your home or business address. That's really fantastic, and this process saves time and money because you save up to a 90 to a 95% of shipping rates, and also time from visiting the post office in the first place. You can also reschedule a pickup if your order details change, like the delivery date or even destination. So again, the bottom line here is that you are getting back control over your processes, over your location, over your over the timing. Okay, also over the size of the package you want to be picked up. So this is kind of cool. So here's the ending here. In today's conversation, I spoke to you about where you can drop off USPS packages. I give you the synopsis, the choices, and now the ending. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.